Next topic is human reproduction. So in your class 11, this topic is not mentioned in detail, but in your class 12 textbook biology, they have mentioned this part in very detail. So human reproduction. Human beings reproduce only sexually. We all know that human beings can reproduce only sexually. Asexual reproduction does not take place in human being. And we also know that human beings are unisexual. That is, male and female gametes are produced by separate individuals, or you can say separate parents. Male will produce male gamete and female will produce female gametes. Next, the male reproductive system is composed of a pair of testes, genital duct, accessory glands and the penis. So the male reproductive system, it is composed of a pair of testes, that is 2 testes, genital duct, accessory glands and the penis. The testis is an ovoid shaped gland consisting of coiled tubules called seminiferous tubules. So this testis, it consists of coiled tubules called as seminiferous tubules. The testis is situated in scrotal sac outside the abdominal cavity. So these testes, these are located outside the abdominal cavity in scrotal sac. The seminiferous tubule produce male gametes, that is sperms, or you can also say spermatozoa, by the process called spermatogenesis. So seminiferous tubules, it will produce the male gamete, that is the sperms, by a complex process of division and differentiation, and the process is called as spermatogenesis. Sperms produced in the testes are carried to the epididymis via vas deferens to the penis. So sperms, these are produced, which are produced in the testes, these are carried to the epididymis via vasa deferens to the penis. So this diagram is not there in your textbook, students, but it is there in your class 12. So just for understanding what we have read in the previous slide, I am showing you this diagram. So this is the testes and this part is the scrotal sac. Here we have seminal vesicle and this part is the vasa efferentia, and this part is the epididymis, which we were talking about. Through this, the sperms via vasa deferens, it will reach to the penis, this part. So you don't need to remember this diagram since it's not there in your textbook. Just for the names, like where testes is included. Outside as we have studied about scrotal sac, then we have studied about epididymis, this part, and through vasa deferentia, this part, the sperms, it reach the penis, this part. So only this much is needed. No need to remember the diagram. Next we have the female reproductive system, which consists of ovaries and fallopian tube, the uterus, vagina and external genitalia. So these ovaries, these are attached to the wall of the body cavity. These produce female gametes called ova. So the ovaries, they produce the female gamete, that is ova, or you can also say ovum, by the process called as oogenesis. The fallopian tube is a muscular tube which conveys female gametes from the ovary to the uterus. So this fallopian tube, it will convey the female gamete from the ovary to the uterus. The lower entrance to the uterus is the cervix, which will separate the uterus from the vagina. See the diagram. This is the ovary. This part, this hole is our fallopian tube. This is our uterine cavity. This part is the cervix that will separate the uterus from the vagina, and this part is the vagina. So this ovary, it produces the ova. And students, here in fallopian tube, the fertilization between male gamete and female gamete takes place. The zygote is embedded in the uterus into this part. Zygote is embedded here, or you can say it is implanted here.